The horrifying true story of Doorway Man. When I was 5, my world had just been split in two. My parents had separated, and I was spending nights at my mother's new apartment, a small 2-bedroom place tucked away on the ground floor of an aging complex that smelled faintly of mildew and dust. Though I had my own room, I rarely used it. I always felt safer in her bed, where the warmth of her presence dulled the sting of change. Our bedrooms faced each other across a narrow hallway. My mother liked to keep the window behind her headboard cracked open in the summer heat, letting in the heavy, humid air and the distant hum of cicadas. That night, something felt off. I woke suddenly, my little body stiff with a fear I couldn't name. The room was dim, lit only by the street lamp glow filtering through the curtain. That's when I saw our cat, Gizmo, sitting perfectly still in the doorway, not curled at our feet where he always slept, just staring, unblinking, into the hallway, his head tilted. His tail twitched once. Then slowly he turned and walked across the hall into my bedroom. He meowed. I turned to wake my mom, the sound like ice in my veins. It took maybe 4 seconds for her to stir, to murmur, "What is it, honey?" And in those 4 seconds, the air seemed to change. The stillness turned electric. We both looked back toward the doorway. He was standing there, a man, in the hallway, not a shadow, not a dream, real. He was moving, not rushing, just drifting silently out of my room and toward the hallway as though he'd just finished checking on something. I didn't scream. I couldn't. My breath locked in my chest. But my mother, God, I still don't know how she did it. She moved with an urgency I'd never seen before or since. In one motion, she scooped me up and launched me through the window behind the bed. The screen popped out with a snap, and I tumbled 3 feet to the grass outside. A heartbeat later, she followed. We screamed. Neighbors' lights flicked on. Someone called the police. When they arrived, the man was gone. No forced entry, no fingerprints, no broken locks. Just an unlocked front door we knew had been secured with both a deadbolt and a chain. The cops were sympathetic, but ultimately dismissive. Maybe we forgot to lock up. Maybe we dreamed it. Maybe. A week later, my mother was cleaning and opened the water heater closet near the kitchen. Inside, behind the heater, was a small, tattered notebook. Drawings, names, doodles of eyes and doorways, a pair of worn gloves, gum wrappers. Someone had been living there, sleeping in the walls, waiting, watching. The police came again, but there wasn't much they could do. No proof of who he was, no prints, no leads. We moved within the month. I still wonder sometimes what would have happened if Gizmo hadn't meowed, if I hadn't woken up, if my mother hadn't acted on instinct. I don't remember much about his face, only the way he stood like he belonged there. Thank you for watching Fear Files Real Nightmares. Until next time, keep your lights on and your doors locked.